welcome everyone. I am Sriram Somanchi, and today we have Reema. Reema and I are the outreach ambassadors for Inform's Journal on Data Science. And today we are glad to have Enric Junque G. Fortuny, who is an assistant professor at New York University Shanghai campus. And he is the inaugural reproducibility editor at Inform's Journal on Data Science. Hey, Enric, welcome to this interview. This seems to be a very unique position at Informs. Can you tell us why was it created and what do you envision?
Hi, first of all, thank you for having me. I'm very grateful to be participating in this interview. So the position that was created at IJDS, it's a very new position. It doesn't exist anywhere else. And I was very happy to hear that we were creating it. So this position is created as a response, in a sense, to this reproducibility crisis. You may have heard about it. So since 2010, in various fields, people have been talking about the issues they were having reproducing papers. So this ranges from minor issues like the unavailability of code or data to more serious issues like unreliable or even unreproducible scientific work. And while these issues are not like necessarily intentional or malicious, it does hamper scientific progress. So scientific progress existentially depends on being able to rely on the results that are out there. And that is what this role is supposed to enhance or allow. So solving this reproducibility crisis, we can't just solve it with one role like this one. It requires a holistic approach ranging from having the right academic incentives to revolutionizing the peer review process and so forth. But specifically machine learning, we've seen some great initiatives related to providing code with the papers. That in of itself has really enhanced and helped reproducibility. So based on these kind of initiatives, this role came about. So in data science specifically, just like machine learning, implementation details can really make or break algorithms. So it's very difficult for someone to produce a paper without them having access to those implementation details, the specific parameters set up by the authors, the way they do their cross-validation and things like that. So that's what this role is really about. It's about making sure that the implementation is there so that authors can really quickly and easily reproduce results within a paper to enhance the reproducibility, therefore hopefully somewhat alleviating this crisis that we're in.
That's wonderful. Great. Awesome. So I think you already touched upon why does it matter, but what does the reproducibility mean?
So this is a very complicated question. So when I just started out, I had an idea about it, but of course I went to other people as well and other journals that are working on similar issues, and I talked to a lot of colleagues. And the answers that you get to this very question, what reproducibility means, are just very big. You get some people who are very philosophical, some people are more practical. There's a wide range of answers. Different disciplines also have different needs for reproducibility. Data science in particular is super interdisciplinary, so we cannot just have a one-size-fits-all approach here. But for us, what we try to do with this role within the journal is we try to address what is possible, first of all, and also the most pressing needs, ensuring that code that is provided with manuscripts works and that they echo the findings within the papers that we receive. So that's what it means for us.
That's wonderful. And what do you do in the review process? What is your role as a reproducibility editor in the journal?
Currently, I'm wearing two hats. So on the one hand, since this is a completely new role, there's no clear-cut definition of what it is. There are no templates on how to approach reproducibility. So part of my role, I think, during these past months has been setting up a process for that, defining what we mean with reproducibility, trying to make sure our processes support our authors and reviewers and editors as much as possible. We don't want to overburden them either, because it does require some extra effort. We can go into that later if you want to. And then on the second hand, we have the more operational aspects. So just doing the reproducibility checks. So what that means is that whenever a paper gets submitted to our journal, what we do is we make sure that the code that they submit, we call code capsules. These code capsules, that they're verifiably runnable so that they can run, that there's a clear separation between code data and results, and that we have all of the dependencies like libraries and frameworks set up properly so that it is super easy for someone to rerun the results. In short, we just want to make sure that it's very easy for someone to click a button and run whatever paper code is available.
That's wonderful.